Hey everyone! So we are in the Sawtooth National Forest and I want to tell you the story of how did these mountains got formed. So Idaho has always been in the North American plate. 100 million years ago though, there were very large tectonic forces that were pushing against the North American plate, and these forces were coming from another tectonic plate called the Farallon Plate.
The Farallon Plate is a tectonic plate that was pushing against North America 100 million years ago, in a time we call the Cretaceous.
When these two tectonic plates found each other, they created what we call a subduction zone.
A subduction zone is formed when two tectonic plates meet and one goes underneath the other. The rocks on top of a subduction zone can melt, meaning that they go from a solid state to a liquid state. 100 million years ago, when Idaho was on top of the plate on the subduction zone in western North America, the rocks that were below the surface were melted and became igneous rocks. A rock that melts forms a magma, and when magma cools down, it forms minerals that come together and form an igneous rock. If the magma cools underneath the surface, it forms intrusive rocks. But if the magma cools above the surface, it forms extrusive rocks. The type of igneous rocks that we will visit in Idaho are all granites, and granites are igneous rocks that are rich in minerals such as quartz and feldspars. These granitic rocks form a group called the Idaho Batholith, which was formed tens of kilometers underneath the surface. After millions of years, the rocks that were on top of these granitic rocks were eroded away, and now we can see these rocks in the surface, and they make up a range called the Sawtooth Range.
Okay, hey there! So we are here in the Sawtooth Range and we're gonna go through the Iron Creek Trail to the Sawtooth Lake where the Idaho Batholith is exposed. Alright, so let's go! So we are standing on 70 million year old rock. All of this rock is igneous rock. And I'm gonna show you what is an igneous rock, how does it look like when you hammer it, and what type of things should you look when you are going to study that. So let's walk. Okay guys, so this is a chunk of rock that we just hammered from this wall. This is an igneous rock and that's how it looks like. What you see in here, if you take a close look, you see a bunch of different colors on it. There are mainly 3 types of colors in here, and each color will tell us there is a mineral which crystallized out of the magma that made this rock. So remember, all of this was very hot, like 70 million years ago, when there was a subduction zone. When these rocks are really hot, they start to cool down. So when they start to crystallize, they form some minerals that will take like different shape and different characteristics. Let's try to cut a fresh face out of this one. So as you can see, when we take our hammer and cut a fresh face from this rock, we start to distinguish better the minerals that we have in here, alrighty? So Three types of minerals can be distinguished in this rock. The first one will be the darkest one, and that is called biotite.
Biotite is the black mineral that I am pointing in here. But this granite also contains other minerals, such as quartz, which is the gray mineral, and feldspar, which is the white mineral. In summary, 100 million years ago, there was a subduction zone in the western part of the North American plate. Idaho was on top of this subduction zone, and the rocks that were underneath were melted, forming igneous rocks. Now we can see those igneous rocks as they form all the part of the Idaho batholith in the Sawtooth Range.